Hey everybody, Chris here, Griffin and Partners. Welcome to our weekly video. So this week we've got one of our great business partners, past clients, Christy Shute on here. So she was actually, when we were helping her out, she had mentioned to me, that she has her own charity, right? So she started her own charity, Kingdom Kids Homes.
Yep.
And what they do, and I didn't even know this, they actually have built several different projects in Haiti. So we wanted to bring her on here and talk about that. I just thought that was so cool. So tell us, how'd you get started in this, Christy?
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me on. First, I want to say, if you need a realtor, this guy is here to go
thank
to.
you.
He was my fiance and I's realtor and knocked it out of the park.
Oh, we
Did an
appreciate
amazing
it.
job,
Well, Susie keeps me in line.
Yeah,
That's how we get it
Susie's
done,
the best. Shout out to Susie. Yeah, you guys are the best team. But I started an organization actually when I was 21 years old, and we do missions work in the country of Haiti. So down there we have an orphanage where we have 16 kids, 8 boys and 8 girls living there full time, and we send them to school, take care of all their basic needs, and just make sure they're well taken care of. And then a couple years ago in summer 2021, we started what we call House of Hope. It's a Christian school and community center there. So we have 63 children there that we're sending to school every single day. And school in Haiti is not free. Like, we have a great school system here in America where every kid could have the opportunity to go to school. In Haiti, school costs money for anyone to go. So as you can imagine, Haiti is such a poor nation. They live in extreme poverty. None of the kids there hardly get to go to school. I think the statistic is less than 50% of kids in the nation have the opportunity to go to school.
Wow.
So we created this school so kids could come and get a great education, and they don't have to pay to come. But what we do is their parents or their guardians or whoever sign them up to go to the school. They come and they volunteer at the school. So they help make the lunches, they help clean the lunchroom, they help clean classrooms, they work in the garden that we have on site. So instead of having them pay actual funds or money to go to school, because they don't have that,
Sure.
we give the kids a chance to go, and they pay by giving their time. So we have 63 students there right now in school today down there, and they're doing great. And all of them had never been to school before, and would honestly never have the chance to go to school without Kingdom Kids starting House of Hope.
That's incredible. And let me ask you, so what inspired you to make this jump? Because it's not every day you hear somebody as young doing something this awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a big deal that
you
you started.
Yeah, I usually just don't wake up and think, I'm going to start, all these things.
Right.
So it's not like a normal thought usually. So ever since I was really young, I always felt called to do missions work. And growing up in church, I started going on mission trips when I was a teenager. And just every time I would go, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to do something, like this for the rest of my life. So went off to college, and then when I was a freshman at school, God put a dream in my heart to start an orphanage in Haiti. And I had no idea how to even do that. I was like, okay, they don't have a class I can take to all the steps of how to do something like that.
Right.
So I just slowly started working towards it, making connections, a lot of prayer and things. And by the time I finished my junior year of college, the summer before my senior year, I had made a lot of connections, and I had a trip planned to Haiti to just try to connect with people and meet with people who could maybe help me get an orphanage started and get this off the ground. So I met a guy that summer who's now our Haiti country director named Robinson. He runs all of our operations down there in Haiti. He's amazing, speaks great English. And he always had the dream of starting an orphanage, and he had a guest house that he inherited from a relative. And he was using it for like a guest house to house missionaries and things when they came into town. But he told me, I always had a dream of having this place be an orphanage, but I knew I could never afford it by myself. So he said, I think God's brought you and I together so we could reach our dream together and start an orphanage here. And I said, I think you're right. So it was a crazy long story and a crazy connection, but I met him within a week of being down there. And then I came back to the States and was starting my senior year of college, but I was like, okay, let's launch the website. Let's make it a 501c3. Let's start renovating the home. And it was often running. I was trying to go to class and have meetings, in
Let's
between
make it all
classes.
happen.
And so it did. So right after I graduated my senior year of college, summer 2015, we opened the orphanage and welcomed in the 16 kids that are there now.
That's amazing. I'll tell you.
Thanks.
Well, how cool is that? So, well, let me ask you this too. So you've got all this going on right now. where do you take it from here? Have you thought about
Yes.
that?
Oh,
What does
yes.
that look
I'm
like?
always thinking of like what's next. And
Right.
so we really want. So for a while, House of Hope was on our hearts after we opened the orphanage. But I was always thinking, okay, like how do we grow that and expand that? So at House of Hope right now we have 3 classrooms, but we built 8. So every year we want to just keep funding the classrooms, raising money to start new classrooms. We have about 20 kids in every single class.
Okay.
So we want to keep adding students. We actually built House of Hope so you can build a whole nother level on the property.
Oh,
So
cool.
right now we have 8 classrooms, but we can build 2 more levels eventually, one day.
Right.
But on top of what we already have, so we can have it be, a huge school in the future. But we also have a medical clinic in the back that we built, but it's not open yet. So part 2 of the House of Hope opening is launching the medical clinic, so we can
Sure.
give people in Haiti free medical care.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they don't have access to medical care, or you have to have money, to get decent
Sure.
medical care down there. So.
Sure. Well, and let me ask you this too. So once they graduate, is there connections in the organization to at least help them get in touch with the right people for
Yes.
further education with whatever they may want to do and pursue?
That is a great question. A lot of people ask us that, and for a while I was like, yeah, we'll work on that one day, but the one day is almost here because I think our oldest at the orphanage has 2 years left of high school, and then he'll be done. So they'll all be college ready with the education they're getting now, because they're getting a really great education in Haiti. So they can either go off to a college in Haiti, and we want to still use the same system we're using of child sponsors to help pay for these kids college, just like they're helping pay for them to go to school now.
Sure.
So they could go to college in Haiti. Some of them, they're all learning English. If they speak English good enough, they could come here to America to go to school, or they'll go to like a trade school. So a really common thing in Haiti is to go to a trade school where you live there, like kind of like a college dorm and stuff, but you learn a certain trade like welding or, electricity, things like that, that they can go and have a career. So the plan is for them to go on. And I always say for the orphanage kids, when they turn 18, a lot of kids age out of orphan care. I always say we'll never kick them out, but we hope they're all ready to go on to whatever the next phase of life is, and they all should be. They're all very mature. It's been awesome to just see them grow physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in all the ways, and they'll all have the education and the foundation to go out and to go to the next step, which is college or trade school.
That's awesome. I mean, I can feel the passion.
Yeah,
about
I'm
what
very
you talk
passionate.
about. That's
Yeah,
great. No, it's
I
fantastic.
could talk about this for hours.
Yeah, this is great. This is great.
Yeah.
Well, so what we're going to do, everybody, is there anything else that you want to share about your organization with the audience today?
Not really, but I just want to say thank you to you guys for helping out, and if anybody's listening and they're like, wow, that's amazing, I want to be a part of it, I think Chris will share some ways, but we would love for you to be a part of it because it takes everybody. It's not just one person. Kingdom Kids now has, I think we have like 27 staff members total in Haiti and between Haiti and the U.S. And so, but aside from our staff, it takes a lot of people giving and helping to keep all this going, because without people supporting and donating things, we would not be able to reach all these kids. So
Sure. Well, everybody, what we're going to do, we're going to post a couple links. So we're going to post a link for donations. We'll post the website underneath this video. Also, I was talking to Christy briefly about, a donation. The dollar goes a lot further there than here.
Yeah,
So, what was it again?
They have goods as like their currency. It's spelled actually GOUDES, but I think now the American dollar is 98 goods there in Haiti. So our dollar does go a lot farther. It's jumped up a lot since we started doing work in Haiti years ago, but it still does go farther for sure. And so for sponsoring kids, it's like $40 a month. We break it down. Like our students, it actually takes $200 a month to cover all their needs, which is 2 meals a day, the Christian education, basic needs met, like a sanitation system, clean water, all of those things.
Sure.
But we break it down into $40 amounts just to make it easier for the average person to give $40 a month to sponsor one of these kids to help them have the life they have.
Sure.
Kids.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. All right, well, any questions at all, please reach out to us, reach out to Christy. I'm sure she'd love to talk to anybody about, her organization and what the plans are. They got a lot going on. As you can see, they're making a huge impact and have made a lot of growth within not that long of time, which is pretty impressive. So, and of course, if you need to get a hold of Christy, what's the website for them?
It's kingdomkidshomes.org. So kingdom is KINGDOM, and then kids with an S, and then homes with an S.org.
Awesome. Well, all right, everybody. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming on and watching us today. We were happy to pop in on your day. And any questions, of course, reach out to us.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.